Umendri rangba agajala Conrad ki sangma haba juba Pyrshah ika cut motion balawanra duba arden mila saimoy emilin nanongkrem halo ke grant number 3 naka list of demands for grants nakbanda usna mangtangka arjar punyo hak sngi bakhanda ika darbar mangtangka joka yeng darbar thawan ke jala hak arpun rotrek rumpang arjar punrio loang bo umde umendri rangba tongjong ke NPP hendrai Jong ke jala Meghalaya hi borok away kani ka cut motion galang banitai halo ke trikam ke chief minister secretariat Hakablay Shimanta do Dr. Mukul Sangma, Emily in Songsak, but Nongelam Galiak Pyrshah, Lembat u Dr. Celestine Lingdo, Emily in Sning.
Grant number 3. Sri Conrad K. Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister in charge, to move, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor, I beg, sir, to move. There is sum not exceeding 111 crores, 98 lakhs, 13,000, including the sum already voted on account for the relevant services, be granted to the Minister in charge to defray certain charges which will come in the course of payment during the year ending the 31st of March 2027 for the administration of the heads 2013, Council of Ministers 2052, Secretariat General Services.
Motion moved. Now there is one cut motion submitted by Sri Ardent Miller Basoymat, MLA. You may move your cut motion, please.
Sir, I rise to move the cut motion that the total provision of 111 crore 98 lakhs 13,000 grant number 03 Major Head 2013 Council of Ministers 2025 Secretariat General Services at page 24-28 of the budget be reduced by rupees 1, that is the whole amount of the grant, 111 crores, 98 lakhs 13,000 do stand reduced to rupees 1. To discuss the style and functioning of the Chief Minister's Secretariat Department.
Motion moved. Now you may initiate discussion, please.
Sir, as reflected in page 28 mentioned in this grant, sir, volume 2, part 1. So here we see the increase when we look at the budget estimates of 25-26 and the actual expenditure. We can see that there is an increase of 23.22 crores, which means that the increase is about 26% in just 1 year. And if you calculate with the budget, the actual budget in 24-25, the increase is almost 65,000, 65%. So, sir, I feel that there is a sharp increase in this grant, in this demand for grant. So, in 1 year alone, the demand for the Council of Ministers has increased, as I've said, 23.20 crore, around 26% jump. So, normally inflation is around 5 to 7% only. So, sir, I feel that the demand for this grant is very high, and it is a sharp administrative expansion. So, sir, in 2025, the demand was 88.78 crores, as I've mentioned, sir, and that is 26% rise. So the question here is whether the efficiency of governance also increasing by 26%. So when we look, we can understand that the increase maybe is due to meet the requirements for purchasing of new vehicles to the ministers, TAs for the ministers, and all the administrative expenses. So this is not development expenditure, sir. This is expenditure on ministers, secretariat, establishment, vehicles, so on and so forth. So, sir, development funds are limited. Hence, a rise of 26% in political establishment becomes a serious issue, sir. So, sir, I would also like to raise this question. Since the rise in the demand for grant is 26%, so has the government's efficiency increased proportionately to the rise in expenditure? If administrative costs grows faster than the development spending, it shows government is becoming costlier but not more effective. So, sir, we would also like to ask a question to the government. In view of this increase, has file disposal time reduced? And if there is no measurable administrative reforms, then increasing allocation is unjustified. So, sir, which is why, sir, I raise this issue. Because, when people are seeing the increase in order to meet the requirements of the ministers and to provide them different type of facilities, what we used to hear from the common people, sir, who are facing a lot of problem, they are saying, see, kilabam gem. No, that is a kind of perception that we are creating, meaning that they have enjoyed to the maximum. Because we know that we still have some problem with farmers, and many villages are lack of proper roads. Farmers lack irrigation support from the government. When there is a lack of unemployment, this house cannot justify, sir, I feel, a continuous expanding of political establishment. Governance must become leaner, not heavier, sir. Therefore, sir, I move this motion. So with these few words, sir, I resume my seat.
Yes. Dr. Mukul.
Mr. Chairman, sir, I rise to support the cut motion tabled by Honourable Member from Nongkrem. I would like to be very specific and then flag these concerns before this August House in as far as this demand under grant number 3 is concerned. Now, under Hero Expenditure 104, we have one particular provision at CM's flagship program, where the proposed amount to be spent is reflected at 5 crore. And the subheads indicate supplies and materials, grant in aid, general, non-salary. So how is this money proposed to be spent? What are the components? And the outcome expected thereof from this. Then another one is the Chief Minister's special grant, grant in aid, general, non-salary, 20 crore. So here also, how this amount is going to be spent, the indicated areas where the money will be spent, and the expected outcome, including the outcome of the money that has been already spent in the preceding year. In 24-25, we see quite a substantial amount of money which has been spent, and in 25-26, current year, it is also 20 crore. So how is this money being spent? The areas, the modalities, methodology, transparency,
from all these angles, I think it will be only appropriate for the House to know. And another part is the same issue which I have raised earlier. This is pertaining to Chief Minister's Special Development Fund. Now, last time when this question was raised through a similar cut motion, the reply has given the breakup. Now, when we look at the breakups, the names of the schemes were supposed to be tabled in this August House so that the members will have access to the schemes taken up. It will be appropriate for us because we have to understand that every intervention where infusion of money from public exchequer is proposed before this August House, then the priority area, the developmental gaps, how the developmental gaps have been perceived and understood so that this kind of fund which is provided as a discretionary fund, it is being utilized as more like a discretionary gun. This 60 crore, it is no longer an intervention which is based on actual study to understand the developmental gaps and the needs of the people. Every single paisa that is spent from the public exchequer must be designed to address those concerns, specific concerns. Number of multiple departments are there. Then we have the consultants. So how is it this possible for any member of the August House, when vested with responsibility of implementing programs, to really understand, the priority of developmental requirement across different sectors? Because in this case of Chief Minister's Special Development Fund, it was designed to create that kind of enabling environment wherever there are developmental gaps brought before the Chief Minister by the members and other people, then it is subjected to a certain amount of scrutiny. Now, the process may take longer, but where is the mechanism to check and balance, to ensure that there is no duplication, and to ensure that every single penny spent under this proposed amount actually have that intent which require the government's focus and priority on areas where you have developmental gaps, and the resultant outcome which is expected, which will amplify all other developmental initiatives. So I think it will be in the fitness of things that these amounts are whatever is proposed to be passed. 60 crore is not a small amount, so also 20 crore is not a small amount. And these type of schemes do have the tendency to skip the scrutiny of the House, to skip the scrutiny of the members, to skip the scrutiny of the public. Therefore, I would like that the Honorable Chief Minister gives a complete clarity and how this 60 crore, which is for Chief Minister's Special Development Fund, at the time of implementation, how the methodology adopted by the government will enable him to understand that any proposal that is coming up from MLAs or NGO categories can be examined in right earnest to justify the demand. It's like more like an impromptu sanction. I have seen in Songsak area, when there are program of the Chief Minister, what happens is that some of the party workers mobilize the people to say that I will ask scheme from the Chief Minister and we will give you. So it's more like a weaponizing for political, the political agenda of the party. Yes, public money cannot be used to promoting the interests of a political party. Yes, then there's an instance when some of the women organizations, they were asked to submit. Subsequently, the CM has approved. Then somehow somebody took it and said they are not people who belong to our party, so they should not be there. So these are the informations which come to us, which is unpleasant to listen. Now sometimes we used to pretend to not know and ignore, but it is necessary to bring this kind of situation where the public money is being utilized in a manner which is not inconsistent with the intent, wherein the intent should be factored in a manner which create a developmental outcome without any favoritism, nor without any ill will, because we are guided by the oath, with no favor nor ill will. So this spirit, we are sworn by that oath. Therefore, it must be inconsistent with this whole core values with which we must engage upon utilizing public money. So with these few words, I support this cut motion.
Any other member would like to participate? Yes, Dr. Celestine.
Mr. Chairman, sir, I rise to participate, not to support the court motion, but to express the reasons why maybe the amount mentioned in this head has to be passed by this House. There are many reasons to that. In our service to the public, any good work that we do has always two results. Some take it as development, some take it otherwise. When we look at the demand and the budget as a whole, the Chief Minister in his budget speech has also expressed or mentioned a very beautiful couplet which is in Khasi. The meaning in English has also been given by the Honorable Chief Minister that day. But allow me, Mr. Chairman, sir, to tell one incident in my interaction with the people where this amount, why it has to be spent, and the reason to put the requirements in perspective. In one of my interactions with the villagers, I went for a meeting. One of the speakers said, using that same couplet, Baro ubreu bastat, mano balak manlen, la klem dapli kalat, kumno ulait mankren. But that gentleman said it with a little modification. He said, Baro ubreu bastat, mano balak manlen, la klem dayo shiklat, kumno ulait mankren. I was offended by that speech, just like maybe some members here will also feel offended. I called that speaker to the corner outside the hall. I said, why did you speak like that? I was offended.
Yeah, please translate
Who
for the
cannot
benefit of
understand? Can you
others.
also tell it in English?
Yeah.
The same, whatever
The
is
modified,
okay.
the modified
being shared
couplet. The
will be
modified
enlightened.
couplet.
That couplet was mentioned by the speaker in
The modified one.
the modified one. Okay.
Garo also.
Baro ubreu bastat mano bala abanlen. Everyone has wisdom. Who can deny that? La klem dayo shiklat kumno ulait menkeren. If he does not get one glass, how can he speak? So I was offended during that meeting. I called him outside the Dorba Hall.
Shiklat indicates what? You have to specify that also.
That's why I got offended.
No, shiklat or what? Water or
I'm
what?
coming to that, sir. I'm
Okay.
coming. I was offended. I called him outside. During a serious meeting, why do you have to speak like that? Then he told me, what did I say? No, you said shiklat. That's where, doctor, your mind is crooked. You have ill intention. When I say shiklat, I didn't mean alcohol. That's what he explained to me. Then if you don't mean that, you explain to the meeting. So he said, this couplet, la klem da pli kalat, kumno ulait menkeren. We live in a different era, he said. In Khasi, he said, ngi im haka juk kabatumai, kalat kamuan shu shangi. Opportunities do not come to us. We have to go and search for it. Doors are not open for us. We have to go and knock on doors for opportunities. That is the shiklat. Shiklat means you have to have the desire. You need to have direction. You need to have motive. You have to need drive. You need to have the drive within you so that you can find the opportunities. They don't come. When my father got his job, he said, he was pulled out from home, come and join the police. He said, no, I don't want to go. But he said, no, you have to come. We have very less manpower. But now, 3,000 posts, 3 lakhs applicants. So let us come to the point. That's beside the point. Here, under this head, yesterday a beautiful budget speech was presented where vision was added, direction was given, and the desire and the drive were indicated by the different results. Under this head, why 11 crores, 19 lakhs, 81,300 has to be passed today? Because, as the head says, Council of Ministers, Secretariat and General Services. Everybody knows how the CMSDF is spent. Wherever there is a development gap that is being filled up with that. The YES program, where different schemes are being aided, and the elite fellowship scheme. This also is a new way of thinking, new way of providing space to help our eligible people. Now, when we talk about the Chief Minister's Secretariat, Mr. Chairman, sir, if you allow me, ideas just don't come like rain. They have to be thought out properly. They have to be selected, and they have to be vetted. Now, I think if we talk about the different development schemes, how the biggest football stadium dedicated for football has come to Meghalaya, that does not happen just like that. Many people must have given ideas. Many people must have worked. That is why we see here the contractual services, foreign travel expenses, even domestic travel expenses. The office of the Chief Minister maybe sometimes will have to send people to Delhi, go and run around for this scheme, go and arrange a meeting with so-and-so fellow, go and find out the details of the companies that are available in the market, what things can be done for the state. So, the Chief Minister's office should have the wherewithal, rather the ability to spend where it needs to be spent. Here I would like to quote Ralph Waldo Emerson, Mr. Chairman, sir. In one of Ralph Waldo Emerson, for the information of the House, is a 19th century philosopher. He's a poet, he writes essays and so on and so forth. In one of his pieces, he has mentioned like this, quote, "To different minds, the same world is a hell and a heaven," unquote. This head of accounts 2013, to different minds means different things. To me, it looks like some more has to be added. Because I feel through this head, we can help more in terms of developmental gaps. We can help more of our people who needs elite fellowship for sports and creative economy. For me, I feel the grant in aid through the SDG, Chief Minister Special Grants. That is how I see it. But to a different mind, this may look like wasteful expenditure. But there's no complaint on that, Mr. Chairman, sir. This is the beauty, and I thank our Almighty God who have created each one of us differently. We think differently, we act differently, and for a democracy, Mr. Chairman, sir, this is very, very essential. This is how we bring check and balances. This is how maybe when there is an overreach by the Chief Minister's office, we can tell them, slow down. This is the mechanism where the way we think differently will help our state. So as far as my point of view is concerned, this head of account has to be passed today, and we expect more from the Chief Minister's Secretariat to bring with more innovative ideas, because at the end of the day, Mr. Chairman, sir, the benefits will trickle down to our people. The benefits will see that our state has improved. Even in the last few years' reports, even the government of India accept that Meghalaya is the second fastest growing state in India. So with these few words, I will not delay, Mr. Chairman, sir. This head of account has to be passed. Thank you. I resume my seat.
Any other member would like to participate? Call upon the Chief Minister to reply, please.
Mr. Chairman, sir, at the very outset, I would like to thank the Honourable Member from Nong Krem and the Honourable Member from Sngewsih and the Honourable Member from Umsning for having brought as well as participated in this cut motion. And I must thank the mover of this cut motion, as this cut motion will allow me to clarify some of the concerns that the Honourable Member has raised, and will also allow me to clarify some of the misconceptions that possibly could be there. Sir, I will not read the long reply that has been made. I'll go straight to the point. And I must say, sir, that in the last few sessions, and especially this session, I've seen that the points have been very, very specific. And hence it's allowed us to really take up a lot of subjects and concerns and really do productive work. I think this is something that has been a very, very good practice in the last few sessions I've seen. And today also, sir, without going around talking too many things, I think members have specifically asked specific questions. And I think it's only correct for us to reply to them so that they are satisfied. So first of all, the increase in the amount that has been shown of about 20 crores additional. So this amount is primarily in the head of what we call discretionary grant by ministers, which is going up from 70 crores up 15 crores more to 85 crores. And this discretionary grant by ministers is mainly the Chief Minister's Special Development Fund and the Chief Minister's Special Grant and other such developmental schemes and programs that we implement through the CM Secretariat. So 75 to 80% of the increase is meant for development purpose only. And sir, so I just want to very clearly clarify to the House and to the Honourable Member that this is not meant to buy cars. 100% I can guarantee it's not meant to buy cars. In fact, sir, you'll be happy to know that the CM Secretariat as such, we have not spent, and under this head, we have not spent any money to buy new cars. We have not, sir. Even if you look at the administrative expenditures, I just to share with the House, sir, so that everybody is aware, because tomorrow somebody might again, make up other things. So foreign travel expenses is mentioned out here. 15 lakhs has been mentioned. 15 lakhs, sir. Domestic travel is 30 lakhs. So therefore, even for travel, foreign travel, domestic travel, or all the things that some people may think that this money is being used for our travel and for our luxury and for all, absolutely incorrect, sir. Every single bit we are asking for is for the people of our state. We are asking for development schemes only, sir. Sir, I am sure, and not only me, sir, I think all of us will recall that a very unfortunate incident had happened about a year, or a couple of years back, where the KGB school in Maukar was completely burnt, and it was a very, very important and a very historical and a heritage site in one way, and had contributed to the church and to the society at large. And I remember going that day and being there right at the moment. I could see the tears in the eyes of the principal, the staff, the entire community there. And they just could not stop crying, and the emotions I saw at that moment, sir. And it is because of the Chief Minister's special grant, I was able to give 1 crore right there and then to that school, so that they were able to get some support from me and from the government, which if we had gone through other programs may have taken months to sanction, sir. Months to sanction. Sir, I also remember that there was a requirement for a USG machine there in Tura Civil Hospital. Again, it was a very, very emergency kind of a basis that was required. And again, so departmental procedures do take time. But it was because of the Chief Minister's special grant fund that was available. I was able to immediately sanction 40 lakhs there and then, and they were able to buy the equipment. Sir, I remember Honorable Member from Mohati had met me. And he was mentioning about 8 schools, if I'm not wrong. I can't remember, it was 6 or 8 schools. And these schools were in the area of differences, the area of difference. That is Block 2. And I also remember there was a young, passionate lady, I can't remember her name, because it's just all is just coming right now, so I can't remember the name. In Bhoirumbong, I had a CM Connect program. And this young lady, I think she was the teacher there, or maybe she was from the village. She passionately spoke about how those schools don't even have proper classrooms. And because they're in the areas of differences, Assam government also is not able to give building. Meghalaya government also is not able to give building. There was a kind of a deadlock that was happening there. And because of that, the children were suffering. I spoke to Assam Chief Minister. I spoke to the CEM of Karbi Anglong District Council. And I said that, what if I give for my Chief Minister's special grant? And all the people, the stakeholders can be together. At least the children will get a building where they can study. Sir, I'm happy to tell you that these schools which never could have thought of a school building and never had a school building, through Chief Minister's Special Development Fund, we were able to sanction school buildings for all those schools that were there. And if I'm not wrong, I think half or more than half of them are already constructed. So like that, there are thousands and thousands of beneficiaries, sir. And most of these beneficiaries are not people who are known to me, sir. I'll be very frank. Most of them are not known to me. I simply see a proposal and I see the need and I decide on the basis of that. Now, Honorable Elo was mentioning that, the party people come. Sir, I have been sanctioning schemes for everybody. If anybody from any other political party also comes, I have no problem. I have given in the past. In fact, in some areas, I won't take name, I ended up giving many, many schemes to many people from the opposition. And my MLAs got very upset. So I told them that I have to take care of everybody. I cannot be just Chief Minister of NPP. I'm the Chief Minister of Meghalaya. For me, ruling, opposition, doesn't matter. Today they're on the other side. Tomorrow, maybe after getting this scheme, they will come to our side. It happens. That's how things work. So we should never go with a closed mindset that an individual is opposition, so we will not give. No, sir. And I must tell you, sir, I learned this from my late father. Because that's how he used to give his MP scheme. Whoever used to come, I used to see that twinkle in his eyes, that happiness in his eyes when he was able to give something, a scheme to some school or some, village that they required. And those moments, left a very, very strong impression on me. And therefore, till today, sir, we are following the same principle. Yes, there could be instances where more from ruling party come and meet. But that's natural, sir. Let's not deny that. There will be more people from my party or from the coalition who will come and approach me because they feel that, this is our government. It's a natural phenomenon, sir. It's not because we stop somebody else from coming in. People naturally from ruling side will come more to us, and naturally the sanctions happen. I never ask, I repeated this in the past also, so I never ask, are you from NPP, show me your ID card, are you from which party? No, sir. No. We purely go on the requirements and the needs of the people, and that is how we are working. And so let me just, I know it's not fair to compare the size of the schemes, but it's something to do with like the MLA scheme, sir. So when you get an SRWP scheme, all MLAs are giving schemes, sir, and they end up giving scheme to their party people. I'm sure the opposition also is the same, sir, because that's how the political system works in any state, sir. So it's nothing wrong if you say, because that's the motivation for people to join a party. So that's how things work. And that's how things are moving. So, but is it the intention of ours to do it? No, it's not our intention to do it. But does it happen? Yes, because that's how the system works. And as I said, if you look at MLA scheme also, I'm sure any MLA out here will also look at his constituency, will look at the people who have supported him, will look at this school, that, there was, the school, the managing committee and all, they are, with me, they're supporting me. We give schemes, sir. It happens every level, not just, you're saying it right, because more of the people from the ruling and your supporters will come to you. The opposition people won't come to you. But whoever comes to you, you also are open to consider, because you'll say, okay, it's a great way. Tomorrow, they will be helped, they will get support, they will be happy, maybe they will change. So that's how things work, sir. So I think I don't want to look at it in such a manner that this is being done purely on a political line. So we, as I said, we support everybody, and we ensure that the schemes are reaching to every nook and corner. And also, sir, just one point was mentioned regarding the efficiency. But as I said, the increase in the allocation is not here meant for the ministers. It is not meant for the ministers' cars. It is not meant to give a better accommodation to ministers. But every single penny is meant for the people of the state. This money is going to be spent on them. But in spite of that, I just want to share, because the honorable member had asked, that has the efficiency improved? Has the file movement improved? Yes, sir, it has improved. I just want to share the number, and this is a factual number, that the file movements on an average, which used to take 26 days earlier, today take only 2.6 days. Within 3 days, sir, the average number of days the files are cleared. And we know this, sir, because most of our file movements are on e-proposal now. So we even know the particular file was with which person, which officer, which minister for how long. So now that figure is transparent and it doesn't have to be searched from table to table. Immediately chief minister or minister concerned can immediately see then say that, oh, the file is stuck with secretary or commissioner secretary for 10 days. It's right there because they have to clear it all online. So this entire mechanism has created some sense of accountability in one way in the system, where everybody knows that everybody sees how long they have delayed the file. So which is leading to kind of a very positive response from officers, where everybody is keen down to clear the files quickly. So that has now led to the files from 26 days on average, today being cleared in less than 3 days, so 2.6 days. So that's the efficiency level that's in, and it's not because of the new cars that people are thinking we're buying. We are not buying new cars, sir. We are using all this money for development. And again, as I mentioned, just to cut short the reply, that most of the funds that are coming or we are asking for is for the public, it is for development. And as I said, about 75 to 80% of the amount that we have asked for in addition is going to be used specifically for the Chief Minister's Special Development Fund and for Chief Minister's Special Grant. So with these few words and clarification, I hope I have clarified the concerns of the honorable members, and I would request if the honorable member of the mover of the cut motion can withdraw the cut motion. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Dr. Mukul.
Mr. Chairman, sir, before the mover expresses his mind, only on one point, because I've been very specific. On this revised estimate of 25-26, which shows the expenditure of 20 crore in respect to the Chief Minister's Special Grant and proposed for the current year, the 26-27 financial year is also 20. So the information that I sought is how this money is being spent. There has been a reply, but where? That is what I wanted to know. Maybe the House may be provided with those informations.
So I'm presuming, sir, that the honourable member is again referring to the schemes that have been sanctioned for different beneficiaries.
25-26.
Yeah. This, sir, we'll provide the information. This will definitely, sir.
Yes, Barda.
Sir, I would like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister for his reply and for being specific also at the same time. So I want to set a record straight, sir. So as opposition members, sir, we are doing what we are supposed to do as mandated by the Constitution, sir, to scrutinize the grants before it is being passed. And we are also accountable to the people. So to question the mindset of the members who raise issues in this House, I don't think it is fair, sir. We have different mindset, yes, I know. And I know for sure, by convention, if the government also understands that they are caught at the wrong foot, they will never admit, because that is convention. So we are only, as members of this August House, raise issues not for us, because the people needs to know. So, sir, after having heard from the Chief Minister, I don't want to drag much on this debate. I would like to thank him once again. And this is the beauty of democracy. And recently, when we had a debate, though it is heated, but it was, inspired people outside the state, showing that Meghalaya is really practicing a democratic principle where they have debate in the House. So sometimes we got heated, we got driven away by emotions. That is it's nothing personal, sir. So I feel that to question the minds of the member of this House, whenever we raise issue, I think that is not fair. So with these words, sir, I withdraw my motion.
Since the mover has withdrawn the cut motion, now let me put the question before the House. The question is that grant number 3 be passed. Those who are for the motion say aye. Those who are against say no. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. The motion is carried and grant number 3 is passed.
Habatin, page bahagi kishap plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataya kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau khau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pet ya kashap plus F haka jingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la icon diat bada ka bathau bha kam kta ika dur jingki marbam ka jing mat lani ka rukom shed yaki.
Balehi banai kita.
Kadon ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan. Ka kot ka kia. Ka nutrition ba kambha ka jing im ba kambha pendon kam daki marba modon ka sharp plus F menta ka sngi.
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko Office Jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.